I've realized is, first of all, we should tackle how do we develop bad habits. Sometimes we do not do it knowingly. You just do it most of the time. Actually, we do it as a coping mechanism. You know, you're going through something, ama you have something that you need to relay, but you don't know unafaa ku relay through which channel. So the only thing that you do is try to get a system, a coping, a coping mechanism system that will make you calm. Hello my peeps, how are you? Hope mmekuwa salama na you're enjoying life, because apparently on my side imekuwa on a different phase. So lately I've just been thinking of this thought, and it has just been dawning on me like, wow, I'm an adult already. I'm above 25, which knows at high school nilikuwa najaribu kufikiria how will I look like when I'm 25, and I had all these grandiose things in my head. Anyway, too bad. I reached 25 na nikapita na nika progress nikazidi, but it has never hit me hard that I'm actually being an adult by each passing day. Like, I'm responsible of myself, I'm responsible of every decision that I make, I'm responsible of even just me accepting the many things that I did out of ignorance nikiwa mdogo. I'm like, shit, I'm still responsible of all these things, and niko tuna just so much mix up feelings. Nakumbuka venye nilikuwa na sumbuana na madhe kwa sababu nili sneak out. Okay, for us going to our friends' places, it was something else. So nilikuwa na sneak out, naenda narudi 6 ilikuwa curfew time, but mimi ndio huyo ninajifikisha kwa nyumba saa 1 ama saa 2, and when my mom starts bringing drama, niko like, what is wrong with this person? Kwani haielewi kama mimi niko na mtu niko na feelings. I know ni wengi tuko hapo. And so yeah, so life has just been happening, and apparently I'm in a phase where I'm changing a few things. Not me literally wanting to change, but automatically nina feel there's just a level of growth that needs to be there in my life. There are just things that I need to drop and things I need to adopt, and it has proven to be so hard because once or twice nimekuwa na relapse, and I've had a small history with depression, so anything that causes stress really puts me in a dark cage. Yani I become very anxious in a way, and so I've been trying. There's a time where I was really feeling I'm so anxious, I'm not settled inside, and I knew it's not from something which is external, it's something which is internal. And as I was trying to just meditate and try to figure it out, I realized it's being caused by me trying to change a few things about my life, which brought up this whole topic about breaking bad habits. Of course, we never try to break from good habits. If you have some good habits, so that it means they make you feel happy and proud, and you do them repeatedly. Bad habits ni zile zenye unajua you are doing something which you're not supposed to do, but you cannot avoid, you cannot help yourself from doing these things. Those are the two small things that I'm talking about. So they are different for many people. For me, maybe it's my pattern of sleep. I'm an owl, so I'm very active at night, meaning in the morning I'm so dry, I cannot shikanisha what is going around. Actually, there was a time where nilikuwa na insomnia, which stroke being an owl, of course. So I would work actively at night mpaka kitu saa 10. So that means when I sleep at 4 or 5 and I'm supposed to be up by 6 and I'm supposed to be at work by 8, by the time I'm catching up with the day, it's already saa 6. By the time I'm finished up my assignment, it's already 5. We are closing up the office. So nikienda home, nina feel nimechoka. And sometimes nilikuwa najiuliza, nilikuwa nini nimechoka? Just for me to realize that, well, unajua niko na compression ya usingizi, niko na deni ya usingizi which is piling up by the day, and my mind is stressed up because it's not resting. You're giving it short amount of time to rest, you're overworking it also during the day, so which inakuwa a habit which I really need to break. And trust me, that one has been hard because I have nimejiwekea policy ya ku zima simu, actually to be off my phone by 10, which I'll be off by 10, but nikiingia kwa bed I cannot sleep. I'm just rolling over. At the end of the day najipata niko TikTok ama niko IG ama I'm writing something at the middle of the night when people are asleep. Even there's someone who was asking me, you girl, kwani unalala saa ngapi? Because at 3 I'm posting things on like when people are sleeping, and then when people are posting at 8, me I'm asleep. You get now where the problem is. So I did a bit of research about breaking from bad habits, and what I've realized is, first of all, we should tackle how do we develop bad habits. Sometimes we do not do it knowingly, we just do it. Most of the time actually we do it as a coping mechanism. You know, you're going through something, ama you know you have something that you need to relay, but you don't know unafaa ku relay through which channel. So the only thing that you do is try to get a system, a coping, you know, a coping mechanism system that will make you calm. And looking at a lot of things, one for me, it is me being online at night, because yangu imekata, and so I need to do something that will make me feel good when I'm up and I'm idle. So I'll be online at night, ama I'll be writing my own stuff. I like writing, ama I'll just be busy at night, and in the morning when I wake up I'm like, shit, I did it again. Nilikuwa nimesema nalala 10 and nimelala 5, and I'm supposed to be up by 6. So sometimes nachelewa hata kuamka, naamka 7:30 just to make up hako ka time ka usingizi. Others, they go to drugs, you know. Maybe you have gone through a bad experience and you don't know how to deal with all these emotions that are coming. Then you decide, well, today I'll try take weed, ama I'll try take alcohol, ama I'll try watch porn, ama I'll try just being violent and arrogant for you to relay all that anger inside. And so that becomes a coping mechanism. When you do it at once, and then afterwards you get that feeling of satisfaction out of it, so it becomes your go-to thing every day. Which brings me to the point of building habits takes 3 processes. Q, which is Q, the other one is routine, and the other one is results. When we are talking about Q is those 2 things that trigger you, you know, anger, stress, idleness. Maybe you are harassed somewhere and you don't know how you're supposed to deal with all these emotions. Maybe it's because of the environment that you are brought up into, whatever the English word that is. Maybe it is just a stressful situation. Let me say stressful situation, because I've realized sometimes most of our cues are from stresses, which stress is you know, I tend to believe stress is a determinant of, you know, it's just a determinant of how we will behave. And my own definition of stress is stress reduces our ability to regulate our us being impulsive on these things, you know. And so that is a cue, that is a cause. Any cue is something, it's something out of your environment, and stress is the biggest factor. One. The other one, the second one, is routine. So today I'm angry, I was harassed somewhere today, and because I need to feel good, I'll go to alcohol and take alcohol. I'm just giving it an example as an example, yeah. I'll go to alcohol, which because I know nitakuwa maji, so it's a feel good thing. And at the end of the day, I'll temporarily forget about what is happening. So that one becomes your routine. So since my body has registered that anytime I'm stressed, when I take alcohol, I'll feel good. The next time when you're stressed, you're highly likely to go back to alcohol because you know it will relieve you, which becomes our scientifically it's called dopamine. Dopamine. Oh, what is the word? Dopamine stimuli. You know, dopamine is the feel-good hormone. So when you take alcohol, it makes you feel good. You've stimulated that feel-good hormone. So next time when you're still under the same stress, another type of stress, your body will quickly tell your mind you're supposed to take alcohol because you need to feel good. And so that one creates a routine where you're doing this over and over and over. And the third stage is results, of course, which is the feel good thing, and that is exactly what we are always looking for when we want to cool down. It's just that feel good vibe. Utawavuta weed, ukwe high, you just feel in your own space, and anytime that element of being high is out of your body, again now your body goes down and you start looking for the same thing that made you feel high. So I think you get to understand how the process is. So every time, and when you repeat it severally, it sticks in your mind, as I have said. So every time you get something that is problematic, is stressing, you will always resolve to going back to that feel good thing that you always do for you to feel good. Then you go down, then you go to it again. So it is a repetition, and once it is repeated, at the end of the day, these routines that we do that we know we are not supposed to do, when the feel good moment is out, you always regret what you have done, and it puts you in a box where you are like, damn, I shouldn't have done that. But because now you're beating yourself because of it, you literally go back to it, which now, you know, it creates that habit. I think I'm repeating myself, but I think you get what I'm saying, yeah? And that is for me. When I was sleeping, I you know, me being online, it made me feel good. Then ninachelewa kuamka, I feel bad. The same night again, I'm like, yesterday I did not sleep on time. Today I had a stressful day. Today I need to sleep early. Then you beat yourself, no, because I'm constantly thinking about how I felt yesterday. Even today I will feel again. And you know, so which takes me now to the next step of how my own way of how I have decided I'm going to break my bad habits is first of all, you need to accept that this challenge that you're having is literally bad and it is not favoring you in any way. A bad habit can also be eating junk. You're stressful, you're a stress eater, you eat junk to feel good. So it becomes now a bad habit, and a bad habit, it's something that it makes you feel bad after you've already done it at the end of the day, right? So for me, what I have resolved is I need to accept that I have a problem of sleeping. My sleeping patterns is actually so very messed up, so I need to accept it. The next thing is I need to change my perspective. Instead of me beating myself because my sleep pattern is not okay and I'm not able to create a new routine, I need now to start thinking positively about this new routine that I want to build. What do I mean? I say I want to sleep at 10, then I'm not able to sleep at 10 in the morning. I wake up late. By the time the end days, I'm regretting why I slept late. I start beating up myself. So I'm still creating stress for myself at the end of the day, which I will still resolve on me being up again at night, sleep for a few minutes, go to work when I'm so stressed, of course, because I haven't had enough sleep. By the time I'm catching up at 2 p.m. The office closes at 5, so I haven't been productive. So instead of me beating myself up because I was not able to sleep on time, what I've resolved is anytime I realize I have slept in the morning, I will wake up and tell myself, Joy, good girl, because you slept late and you've woken up on time, you're going to work, and after work, you're coming back home, and you're going to do all that you think you can do at night at this specific period of time, so that ile time when you umejambia utalala at 10, you'll be able to sleep, because now your head will be overworked. And it is working because I am focusing on what I want to achieve, not focusing on what I want to resolve, what I'm running from. Because scientifically it has been said that when you think too much about something, as much as you're also running from it, but if you focus your mind on it, it will be so hard for you to create a new thought out of it, and automatically your system will be telling you that is exactly what you're supposed to do. So one, I've resolved I'll be thinking positively about what I want to achieve, not what I am running from. Two, I'll be thinking about the reward that I'm getting out of this new routine that I am building. What do I mean? So let's say I'm obese, I'm unfit. Let me say not obese, I'm unfit. I need to go to the gym. I need maybe to lose weight for me to be fit and healthy. So when I go to the gym, the process of literally going to the gym is something else. Me, I love exercising and I love going to the gym. Sometimes when people ask me, why are you going to the gym? Unaenda kulose nini? And I'm just like, it's just something which is healthy, I think, because one, it helps my metabolism process. So you go to the gym, you work out, the following day your muscles are paining. You're literally crying. You cannot amka kutoka kwa bed. You cannot lift up even your own towel after the first day of gym. So you start beating yourself, ni kwa nini hata sasa ninafanya hii kazi? Kwa nini najiumiza? But at the end of the day you forget the result that you want out of the whole decision of you going to the gym. So what I'm meaning is, you do not focus on the painful process of you going to the gym. You focus on what do you want to achieve at the end of the day. Do you want to be fit? Do you want to create your abs? Do you want to build your muscles? Why are you going to the gym? The result that you'll get at the end of the day, that is your reward. That is the third thing, and fourth. So the next and the final thing is, just having a reason isn't enough at the end of the day. The reason should be so personal to you. So personal. It should be intrinsic. I think that this is a word that I'll be using so much. Intrinsic. It should be inside you. It should be something that you have resolved from the inside of you, that you need to do this and this and this. And at the end of the day, you will realize that life becomes easier, and breaking from those old habits becomes easier, because now you are relearning, you are creating a new routine for you to learn these new habits. Have you understand what I've done there? You're breaking a habit with a habit. You're breaking from bad habits with the new habits that you want to create. So that is it for me for today. It's just a process that I am learning and I have studied, and I want to incorporate in my new study, in my new routine, and in my new habit system that will help me break from habits that I have been trying to change for the last 10 years, and it has just been impossible. And of course, it's not just about sleeping, but sleeping is, well, one of those habits that makes me feel bad, because I mess up my whole calendar and I mess up my whole system. Yeah, so if you're out there, if you're breaking from a habit that you know you shouldn't be doing, stop beating yourself because you're not able to break from it, because at the end of the day, it brings that relapse session, and you just find yourself going back to that habit. So start focusing on the new habit that you want to create. Is it waking up at 5? Focus on waking up at 5 every day without you thinking you thinking on how you will try too hard to wake up at 5. Just make it normal. I'm going to wake up at 5. I'm going to wake up at 5. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to go to the gym. Of course, it doesn't mean that there will be times where you will be feeling ish about it. But if you focus on what you want to achieve at the end of the day, yeah, that is what you're going to achieve. So yeah, that is me. And I'm also doing a book, Atomic Habits. I want to go back to reading books because I have literally been too lazy on reading books, and as I'm creating a new behavior, I'm reading books about new habits, and I hope by the next 3 years I'll also have learned something else, and I'm going to come back to this same topic and talk about what I have realized about creating new habits. Yeah, I'm doing Atomic Habits. Let's see if it also adds up to what I have gathered from my research so far. So have a lovely week. Till next time, much love. Subscribe, follow. Love you.